Hey guys, welcome back to Sockets and Sideburns. So following on from the high level brake light video on Clara the Clio, as we found out, our boot struts are completely clapped out. So we'll be replacing those today. This job should be the same for all the Mark II Clios. I've got these from SGS Engineering. I'll leave a link in the description to these below. They do have a nice little section on their website where you can either put in the part number of your old struts or select the vehicle make and model to find the correct struts for your car. I either couldn't find these much cheaper anywhere else, or otherwise they were simply way too cheap, so you know they're just going to be junk. These SGS ones are UK made and come with a 2-year guarantee. I've got a few bits of gear from them before and it's all been great and reliable stuff. You can buy these individually, but these struts work together in a pair, so you should replace both at the same time. Okay, let's get started. So first step to changing these, boot up, obviously. And then you'll need to support the boot with either a prop or get an assistant to hold it up for you. I'm just going to use a prop and I'll jam it here on the boot lock. So these gas struts are just fixed at either end using a ball socket joint. One fixed to the boot at the top here and the other fixed to the body at the bottom. I always like to start with the bottom fixing so you're not having the strut swing around and trying to fight gravity. Okay, so to get these out you need to get yourself a small flat bladed screwdriver. Try to get one that fits nicely into this slot here. If you get one that's too big for that, you might find yourself slipping out and there's a potential to damage your paintwork there. So all you do, you slide under this little metal band clip here and then just gently pry it back. You don't need to go all the way, just bring it back a little bit and then the ball socket should just pop up and off the ball there. And again the same with the top one. Screwdriver under, pull the band out a little bit of the way and then that'll just pull off. Now over at the bench we can just compare the new one to our old one and make sure they're the same length. You can do this on the car, but what you're actually checking is that these socket centres are the same distance apart, which can only really be done properly with them off the car like this. You can see that this one is actually slightly longer in its overall length, but the sockets are the same distance apart. With that checked, we can fit our new one on now. Firstly, just make sure that the top fitting is actually wound all the way into the cylinder. They do just thread into these like that. Refitting is even easier than removal. Just make sure that you've got the strut the right way round. So on this car, that's the cylinder at the top connecting to the boot. You don't need to pull the clip out on the new one. Just simply offer it up to the ball and push. And the same again at the bottom. Now if yours, like mine, doesn't line up here, all you need to do is grab the cylinder and just rotate the socket round until it does. And then just push that one on as well until you hear a nice click. And then you can just give both sockets a quick tug to make sure they're secure. That's one done. Over to the other side. Same again on this side. Starting at the bottom again. Clip up and out. And just pop it off. And then the top one off. Push and click. And the bottom one, just rotate this round so that it lines up. And give it a push. Now you might find that whichever the last one is that you're fitting on doesn't quite line up. You might just have to adjust your prop or get your assistant to lift the boot just a little bit higher in order to get it on like that. Same as the other side, just a tug. Make sure these are nice and secure. Right, we'll just take this prop out. Lastly, give them a test by opening and closing the boot. Ooh, opens up really fast now. She must be happy to see us. Let's see what it's like closing. Doesn't just come crashing down anymore. Right guys, that's this little job finished. Now we can get back to the jobs that were actually originally on the list. As always, if you've enjoyed this video or it's helped you out at all, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more videos from the channel in the future, don't forget to subscribe. And you can find me over on Instagram @Sockets and Sideburns. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.